We're a go for the podcast.
We are rocking.
We are rolling.
This is insane.
We smell like deuce.
Victory. Oh yeah, deuce too. Well,
no, victory is
a little of both, maybe. Oh my gosh.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, we're doing this for you guys because we love you. Sorry, I don't mean to be that creepy first date.
We're so dark and mysterious.
Ooh.
This is so stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Uh-huh.
I freaking love it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, welcome to the show.
It was the third sighting of the animal just in the past 11 days.
It's been confirmed that the aliens have landed.
I don't know. It's a mystery.
Holy crap.
Man, that's probably the best intro I've ever heard in
That
my life.
took me like 4.5 hours to make.
Awesome.
That was so good.
Seriously cool.
Sweet.
Heck yeah, dude. What are we doing?
We are podcasting.
Oh yeah. Why?
You know, because it's so not popular.
Because we have nothing to do, right?
Because we live in a small town.
That's right. Hey,
Full of mysteries.
of weird stuff. Are you
Of-
serious?
And full of
mayhem?
drug addicts.
Oh yes. Is that walking down the aisles of the town?
They don't walk, they
It's like,
kind
I
of
think
roll.
they call them streets.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. No, we are doing something cool because we want to.
You dang right.
Yeah. Heck yeah. What are we doing, man? This is a small town mysteries stories of the.
Unknown.
That's right, dude.
We're doing this because there are so many quote unquote mysteries and unexplained events in our town that we know of that we just want to talk about. We want to, I guess we want to give like a platform to people that everyone might think is a little crazy, you know?
Yeah, that weird guy that's like, oh, I got this story. You want to hear it? Like to
Yeah.
everybody, but he can't, that's like us. We have weird stories and
Yeah.
I don't know, just, want to be able to get it out there.
But what seems to be more prevalent is like, those people are cast out for being weirdos and I guess the thing about it is almost everybody has had some kind of weird encounter
Everyone,
that maybe they won't talk about.
everybody, even the old rancher guy out in the middle of nowhere.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, I've never seen nothing my whole life. And then he comes in and he's like, yeah, well, I got this story about little Indian guys on my land, and you're like, okay.
Little tiny ones.
little bitty
like
guys.
the Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
little. There is stuff like that people do not want to talk about
Mm-hmm.
because they don't know anything,
Yeah.
and they, there's nobody to share it with. Maybe in their immediate town, maybe everyone in there is like kind of put off by it, or they're scared of it,
Yep.
and we're just kind of not scared of it. So
Or they're just kind of like weirded out that their family will disown them or something.
yeah,
You know?
we won't disown you. You're our family. We'll just be weird together.
Yeah, so we want to encourage people of that ilk to come
I don't know
forward.
what ilk means, but it sounds nice.
Ilk means like a group.
Guild.
Yeah, there you go. It's a guild. It's a guild
We got
master.
The guild of the weird storytelling
Oh,
people.
look at that guild master over
We build
there.
swords for these guys.
So stupid. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
man.
so we've come up with a few topics for our hometown, some experiences that we have had over our lifetime here.
Oh,
because
yeah.
we've never left.
So we are in the heart of West Texas, right into the beginning of the Big Bend area.
The Gateway.
Oh, dude, that was
damn. Are we
pretty good, man.
twins?
I don't know. We kind of sound like it, kind of look like it. So
We're large.
you're the blonde one, and I am the not blonde one.
The gateway to the Big Bend.
Yeah, in
Fort
Stockton, Texas.
Texas.
That's right. This is a central area, number 1 of the creep factor. So, Fort Stockton's got a
What does that
lot.
mean?
I have no idea. Oh
creep
my
factor.
gosh! Yeah, no, we got a
Sweet.
bunch of weird stuff. We got cool things in this town. A lot of history from before the Civil War, after the Civil War, Indian raids. And the weird just keeps going until recently. I mean, people see things, people hear things. We're in an old building right now, built in what, the 20s?
This building was built in 1917.
Ooh, yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that's over
This-
100 years old.
This is our family's restaurant,
Mm-hmm.
B's Family Dining, and it is the location of Bulldog Corner,
Yeah, Bulldog Corner,
That's where
which
the-
nobody calls it anymore,
Yeah,
except
where
for the old people.
where all the old men used to come and drink coffee every
Yep.
morning.
Yep.
It's the old drugstore. Before our restaurant, it was several other restaurants, and then we renovated it. But before that, it was the drugstore.
Drugstore. It was another diner.
Yeah.
I think it was a drugstore when
Yeah.
it first started.
Pharmacy.
Yeah, pharmacy and drugstore.
We still have a lot of the old artifacts, I guess you could say,
Yeah.
from when it was first opened.
Like
but-
when the old soda fountain was here,
Mhm.
and we still have the old bar from the soda fountain.
Yep.
And we're right across the street from a creepy hotel that is supposed to be getting renovated to be a hotel
supposed
again.
to be.
It's about like 50 years in the making. So, but we've had experiences in that building too. So
Is it legal for
It's-
us to say that?
I don't know, maybe.
We're gonna get arrested.
I allegedly was in there.
We'll just tell you about our entire experience of us allegedly being there.
Oh my gosh. Hey, if we got permission, it's legal, right? Is that how it goes?
Well, I guess, do you want to start with this area? Just
We
like
can
right
yeah.
around here.
We can start with this area. We are on Main Street, kind of the central part of Main Street.
We're first and first.
Oh
man.
yeah, we are right. Let's see, a few blocks away from the old Kohler Hotel that is now the Annie Riggs Museum,
Mm-hmm.
the Gray Mule Saloon, which was also a
Morgue.
That's right, ladies and
They
gents.
used to keep the bodies in there while people was drinking whiskey up
Oh
front.
yeah, they're like, oh yeah, we just shot old Beverly here. Now just chunk her in the back, you know. So no, we got that.
We got the Bart brothers.
the Bart brothers. Holy crap! Chunk them in the back. We get them tomorrow. And then we got, let's see, the old jail, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of like crap on the walls from people who were stuck in there, just carved a bunch of junk in it. You know,
I've never been in the old jail.
what's the matter with you? What is the matter with you?
I
That is
just-
like one of the coolest things ever.
I've never gotten down there.
Well, we're gonna go like tomorrow. So no, we
Wow.
we'll
Maybe.
figure out a time to
I don't
go.
know.
Maybe
can.
we'll do one of
If-
these there.
Are they even open on Sunday?
I don't know. Nobody needs to know if we go there. Oh my gosh!
Sure.
And then just down the block from that is the oldest house,
Mm-hmm.
which is a decrepit. Is that the right way to say that?
It's
Dilapidated.
dilapidated.
Dang, I'm a dictionary dude with a bunch of D words.
Decrepit. Delouse.
Yeah, man. And that's where a bunch of shootings and crap has happened.
Yeah.
And a lot of people have,
It's an old adobe building
yeah.
that has like their solution to keep it from eroding was to build a giant roof over it.
Yeah.
That
Build a roof.
doesn't protect it from anything.
No. Heck no, it doesn't. But,
Except
you know,
maybe a little sunshine.
Well, Sunshine's been here for like 150 years, so it's had a lot of sunshine, I guess. You
and
know?
the well out front.
The well out front has some stories, dude,
Yeah.
about this building across the street
It's
from us
crazy.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. And we're getting all this stuff from people who have worked at these buildings. Michael, my brother right here, has worked at the fort. My name's
Mhm.
Bub, by the way, just because we have not
Oh, yeah, we
introduced
haven't-
each
oh
other
my
and ourselves. Yeah, I'm your Uncle Bub. That's
I
right.
am Larry.
Larry Bob the Beast.
No, my name is Michael.
That's right, Michael.
You probably can't tell our voices apart very well because
No.
it's like
I'm the one with the beard.
I've got a beard too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You don't have a mustache,
Like,
and I
okay,
do
yeah.
though. They can't see us anyway.
That's right.
moron.
Not yet, but we will soon be doing some video, I believe. Right?
Hopefully.
Oh yeah, dude. We got some
Hopefully.
cameras and junk on the way, and we're gonna be rocking and rolling with all this stuff.
Rocking
and rolling.
Down to the beach, I'm strolling.
To the fort, man.
And the seagulls peck at my head. Not fun. I said, seagulls, stop it now.
Wow.
Anyway,
Okay.
we're getting off topic
Yeah,
here.
no, we're talking about creepy stuff, not Yoda singing to a guy or whatever.
Singing about coconuts.
That's right, coconuts. Anyway, no, we also have a fort here in this town, and the fort, it was man, this is a pre-Civil War fort.
Yep. It
And,
was, I believe it was built in 1856,
Mhm.
57, somewhere around
That's
there.
pretty old.
Just right before the Civil War.
That's right. We're talking like Grandpappy sitting out on his porch smoking
Mhm.
a pipe, old y'all. So
The fort was originally built as a kind of a halfway point between San
Spank
Antonio and El Paso
yeah.
along the oh my gosh, what was the mail line?
Oh crap, I don't remember.
It's the Butterfield Overland
Butterfield.
the Butterfield
Butterfield
Overland
Overland.
mail line.
Yeah, there was a Horsehead crossing would come down this way,
Yep.
and that's where they would cross over the Pecos River to come to West Texas.
Yeah.
Out here, where law was like hardly anything.
Back
and
when the Pecos River wasn't a whole foot wide.
a whole foot deep, it's not even a foot deep, Anyway, yeah, this was like a major spot for Indians. The Comanches and Apaches were all out here. Had Comancheros coming in from Mexico. This was a place where people got raided, and the fort was here to stop that. Kind of connected Fort Davis to Fort Stockton to
Mhm.
Fort Concho. Kind of made a little
Little
area,
Little
yeah.
squiggly line.
little squiggly
down
lines
the
of coolness.
Texas map.
Oh yeah, and this was to fight off, Comanches and Indian raids and anybody else trying to hurt settlers out here. Which we got a story about that too.
But there wasn't really. I think the story that you have is a story of the only Comanche raid
Mhm.
that
that we know
that
of.
we know of
Yeah.
that took place in this area.
And I'm thinking it might have been one to put this fort here, because 17 settlers had died, and they had chained up 8 people to a wagon and torched it. They caught these people on fire and just let it burn and probably scalped them. I don't know what all Indians do, but I guarantee 17 people dying. That's going to be a big deterrent for people coming down this way to settle.
And just before anybody comes for us, we do have some native lineage.
Oh, y'all.
That we've been told. Of course, we've just been told.
I'm married to one,
"Oh,
so
you're the whitest people ever. Shut up. Shut up.
that's okay. Yeah. Just calm down, people. There wasn't even an India back in the day when the word Indian was made. So look that up, okay? Yeah. Be a little
Anyway.
smarter than your dictionary, okay?
Okay, so what should we start? Should we start here on Main Street?
Let's start on Main Street, dude. Let's just
do
work
it.
our way down the road. So we'll start with the hotel next door.
Yeah.
Right across the street.
It was the
dang, what was this one? Crap, dude. Crickets.
we got to go look at the sign across the street.
Yeah. Babe, can you see the sign across the street from this hotel? Anyways, this hotel, it is a 3-story building, and it was in use up until like the 80s, and then it just kind of shut down. Everything had shut down on it.
Yeah.
Settles. No.
No, that's Big Spring.
Yeah. I can't remember.
I'm going to go
Anyway,
look. Give me a
Go
second.
look. I'll just go ahead and tell a little story about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so in this hotel on the 3rd story, we have been told by people that have worked in this town for a long time that on the 3rd floor is where they had the ladies of the night working. It was a brothel, and so what they would do back in the day, the ladies would be working, and they didn't have any way to protect themselves from getting pregnant. I hate saying it that way, but that is what it is. And so they would go and do home abortions, back alley abortions, that type of stuff. And the story goes that they would take those babies and they would throw them down the well over at the oldest house because that was what they found to get rid of evidence of that stuff. They didn't care about it. And this story probably would not make a whole lot of sense until we had went over there and we were kind of into investigating like weird places and investigating kind of just weird stories about places. And we went up to the third floor. We had EMF meters. We were just looking around. And what had happened with me and one of my little brothers and a friend of ours is we were sitting kind of in the middle of that third floor, that third story, and then heard a baby crying right after my EMF started jumping.
I'm back.
He's back again, guys.
Oh, man. It doesn't say on
Okay.
the building. I'm going to text my lovely wife.
Aye,
See,
right.
because she knows all that stuff.
Yeah, so I'm letting them know kind of like what they did with the abortions and stuff. They went and dumped them in the well over at the oldest house, is what
Mhm.
we have been told by people that worked here. Anyway, when we were up there investigating, we had the EMF meter. EMF starts kind of going crazy with no electricity around. This place is dead cold. And then it starts jumping. And me and two other people all hear at the same time a baby crying kind of in the
Mhm.
back hallway
Yep.
in one of the back rooms. And it was weird. We had people downstairs. We didn't have any babies. And they were downstairs enough that we couldn't hear anything from them, no footsteps or nothing.
Yeah.
So we start walking over there. And as soon as we get to like the threshold of the doorway, it just stops. Almost like a scared animal, you know, like a cricket just stops when you get too close. That's
Mhm.
what it did. And so we decided that was weird, and we all said what we thought it was at the same time, so there wasn't like, oh, yeah, I heard the baby crying too, you know?
Yeah.
And so we went back to the spot we were standing. There was an electrical box, but I mean, it was old crusty, and there's not even wires in it.
There's no
So
power going to that
none,
building.
nothing.
At all.
And so when we get there, I put it up. I start going around with it all over the place, and the EMF doesn't do anything. So we wait for like 5 minutes, and it starts jumping again. And we're like, okay, so it's going to do it again. And maybe 5 minutes later, dude, it starts. We start hearing the crying, and it's almost like it fades into your hearing. You know how you have to fade
Mhm.
out? It was like it fades into it. And it's just insane how it did it. And so we walked over there again,
Yeah.
and the same thing, hit the threshold and it stops.
The Springfield.
I knew it was
Hotel.
some weird name like
I knew it
that.
started with S.
Of
Thank
course.
You. Thank
Springs.
you, Joy.
Joy, you are lovely and
Joy.
wonderful and very pretty.
I got the joy, I got the joy, I got the joy.
Yeah.
It's the joy of the
Oh,
Lord.
yeah.
It's the joy of
Yeah,
the Lord.
yeah.
I got the joy, I
Got the joy.
I got the
Deep
joy.
in my soul. Thank you, babe. Yeah. So what was it called again?
The Springfield
Springfield Hotel.
Hotel.
Should be remade again one of these years, one of these decades maybe that
You
we're
know,
still alive.
They've been trying.
I've been trying. They come and look at it, and then they like don't do anything. So we'll just see. We'll see what happens.
Roxel.
Roxel? What the heck is Roxel?
So that's how I'm Rox. Yeah, it was. This place used to be the drugstore called the Roxel Drugstore,
Okay.
I believe.
Nice.
Yep, that was on the corner.
Awesome.
Cool beans.
Roxel and the Springhurst. Springhurst. What is a Springhurst?
The Springhurst Hotel is.
Isn't that the other one across the road that burned down?
Yeah. No,
Dude.
is that the Coleman?
I don't know.
I think that's the Coleman.
Coleman. Okay.
There's a lot of
A lot
hotels
of
in Fort
creeper
Stockton that have
old
been burned
hotels.
down.
Yeah, like a bunch of stuff has been burning lately. Like every year we'll lose another thing. So I don't know.
I took a shower before we came here.
It's like Irish Springs.
No, I'm I've been using the Rock's
The Rock's
new
like the wrestler.
the wrestler, the Rock's soap.
Using his
new
deodorant.
soap. It's like Papa Tui or something like
What?
that.
I didn't know he had a soap.
I smell like
I
Hollywood.
smell like me.
I smell like Hollywood.
Like Hollywood.
and a wrestling ring.
Coconut oil. Man. So yeah, that is one of the crazy stories that we got of that hotel. Just going up there and checking it out.
Well, there's also that story from around World War II
Mm-hmm.
where that we don't know if this one's true or not.
This is like coming from old people
Yeah,
that
this is-
we have talked to. So
Yeah, this is coming from a lot of the people that were alive back then. Pretty close to. I don't know if they were kids or not, but this would have
Probably.
made an impression on them.
yeah, it would have like tore them up.
And so there's a story of a guy that got drafted, and he did not want to go. He didn't want to go to war. So he climbed up to the top of the building, and he jumped off the building into the street below.
What did it sound like?
It sounded just like this. Hold on. Let me get there. It sounded like, I don't want to go to war. Oh, I guess. Goodbye, cruel world.
We're not being insensitive.
That's so
by the way.
mean. Oh my gosh. It's like, goodbye, draft dodger.
I know, right? Oh,
Jeez.
you're not gonna get me, devil woman.
Jeez.
Man.
But, as those stories progressed throughout the years,
Yeah.
they grew to, oh, he jumped and he landed in the street, and they just buried him right there in
Yeah,
the street.
buried him. But
We get
there
a lot.
is mixed stories too.
Yeah. Well, we get a lot of the old people that grew up here
Mm-hmm.
that before they walk in the front door, they'll go out there into the street and like look around, and be like,
Do the little crucifix or whatever.
yeah, you can still see maybe where he's buried.
I
over
can
there.
feel his presence right here. But no, if I remember right, we were out standing in front of the hotel, and some old guy just came up and was like, "Hey, you want to know what happened out that window?" And we're like, yeah." He goes, "Yeah, a guy jumped off and died right here where you're standing." Is that kind of how it went?
Yeah.
Is that how you
Mhm.
remember it? That's how I remember it.
Yeah,
But
crazy.
no, they also mix a story with somebody or they were digging up water lines or something on Main Street or around Main Street and dug up a body or two bodies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because this right here where we're at, you got to remember, like, this whole town was just pasture land and they had a fort. That was
Yeah.
it. And, people died. You don't have some spot to put them. You don't have a cemetery. You just
Yeah,
go out to Grandpappy's land and bury them in the brush somewhere,
yeah.
And that's kind of how that was, because there is people buried just in the streets here. And until people have a leak or something, or they're redoing the streets, I'm like, oh, look, a finger.
They just don't.
Is
Is that a distal
Is that a-
phalange?
that a mandible?
A mandible? Oh my gosh. Mandible bubbly. Jeez.
Yeah,
As you
that's
can tell, we didn't have
hilarious.
an anatomy
I
class.
didn't go to
You didn't go to Hogwarts?
Oh my gosh, I love this.
This is great.
I'm just happy I'm not a doctor. So. I'll be cutting out your mandible.
What the heck is that?
You don't wanna
I guess
know.
You don't need it.
No one else has one. I promise.
And that's how they found out you don't need your appendix.
That's it, dude. You just rip it out, man. You're good.
One guy lived without it, and the rest of the world is history.
That's right, man. Oh my gosh. All right. From here, where do we go, dude?
Let's go south
Okay.
to
For the winter? Or the ice
You
house?
want to kind of bundle the Gray Mule and Annie Riggs together?
Let's bundle those two together because they are right next door to each other.
Let's do it.
You can't do one without the other.
Yep. So, along with working at the fort, that was back when the fort and the Gray Mule were both one entity. and I would have to work there every once in a while.
Super awesome, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, it was so cool.
So cool.
Drink all the sarsaparilla I could get a
Dude.
hold of, man.
Oh, heck yeah.
That stuff
All the
was
little
great.
wooden toys to play with, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, another pair of dice made out of wood by some guy.
Oh man, it was good times.
Heck yeah. So what all did you do there? Like, did you have a bunch of crazy people coming in?
Dude, I sat there and waited for people to come in.
Oh, yeah. So it was kind of dead, maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't really have too many things happen there. Just maybe a few doors close.
Just randomly, like in
Yeah.
the office?
Yeah.
Okay.
There
Gotcha. So we're
were-
talking like a fort that has been completely redone before 1985. I know that because
Yeah.
I was born in 85 and the fort was here. So I think it was like 82 when they completely redid the whole thing.
Yeah,
The only
somewhere
thing that
around
was like standing was the old jail.
Mhm.
And that is still there. It's got chains still in the walls. And
Yep.
they redid all the officer quarters. And I know when we were in scouts, we actually dug up a wall
Yeah.
for a barracks.
Yep.
And they're like, oh, yeah, I guess it stretches further out than we thought. So,
So the fort that we have only has 2 rebuilt barracks,
mhm.
soldiers
Completely,
barracks.
yeah.
We got B1 and you got B2.
Yeah.
Altogether, there was, I believe there was 5
Yeah.
that stretched all the way from the fort to Dickinson.
Yeah. And Dickinson is a pretty good ways away from
Yeah.
the fort. I mean,
I mean, it's
like
fairly, it's not like
5
too
blocks,
far away.
maybe?
Yeah, it's about 5 blocks away.
five, good sized blocks. But that still is a
Yeah.
pretty good fort for out here.
And they had 8 officers' quarters.
Mm-hmm.
OQ8, OQ7, and
mm,
OQ5 are still standing.
Yep.
OQ5 is a private residence.
Uh huh. And it is very nice. Very nice.
It's a very nice.
It's a very nice, man. But I have heard a couple stories about OQ8. And we actually have some friends that some stuff has happened where they were doing the fort days around here.
Mhm.
And this is the family.
Yeah.
They're all very talented singers, very lovely people, every
Mhm.
single one of them,
Mhm.
and very Christian people.
Mhm.
And so they were out, all the girls, there's like 50 girls. So they're, they're all our friends. So, but all the girls would dress up in the old, little bonnets and their big old dresses and stuff. And they would sing for everybody. And there is a picture of all the girls in their little dresses. And then there is another girl standing there that was not there when they took the picture. Is that right?
Yep.
Am I remembering that
I
correctly?
believe
Okay.
so.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, it doesn't happen. Well, it happened to a friends of ours,
Yeah.
So there's also a story about a girl in Officer Quarter 8,
Mm-hmm.
and she
She died of. Okay, I don't want to get that wrong.
it was like yellow fever or
It was like
something like that.
tuberculosis
Yeah.
or something like that.
something crazy.
You know, them old things that they used to die of before they knew that they were actual diseases.
Yeah.
You know.
He's got the bleeding lung, But yeah, no. Is there and it's like every fort we go to, there's some story of a little girl dying of something.
Yeah.
And it's usually yellow fever or tuberculosis for real.
Mm-hmm.
But one really did die here.
Yeah.
And
It was one of the officers' daughters,
mhm.
and the officers had their whole family living in the officers' quarters because we're in the middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
hundreds of miles from the next fort. You
Yeah.
know?
Oh yeah. So you have to kind of make it home, and your kids are there, and they're all hanging out, and things happen,
Yep.
especially when you're out here, kind of away from medicine, and there's no good way to do anything.
Yep.
You're probably going to eat some nasty crap. You're probably going to drink some bad water, and that's just how it is.
Which they probably didn't drink bad water. We're right here on a spring.
Right on a spring, buddy. That's right. Natural
On
spring.
Comanche
Springs. That's right, man. And
That-
it was one of the biggest ones in Texas.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. But yeah, she died. But the story I heard was about a Buffalo soldier. And this was by Mr. Josh Nix, another one of our friends. He's the one that worked at the Annie Riggs Museum.
Yep.
We got some stories about that one too, by the way.
Oh my goodness.
my word.
That's so crazy.
Anyway, so he was saying that there was a girl in there, and she was working another fort days. Fort days is like whenever everyone comes and they shoot the cannons off. They shoot the, dress up like cowboys and
Yeah.
stuff. And
Make it like in the old days.
yeah,
It was one of the best events ever.
I
when we were
absolutely
little kids.
love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And San Angelo still does one,
San Angelo does an awesome one.
like a big one.
Huge. There's like 15 cannons at that thing that they shoot off.
Mhm.
But the story is that this girl saw a black man, and he was dressed in cavalry type clothing,
Mhm.
and she told an adult about it, and they were like, "We do not have any Buffalo Soldier actors here this year." And it's funny because me and Josh were talking about this, and I was telling him when I was a little kid. You remember we lived on Pecos Street?
Yep.
Okay. One of the earliest memories I have of being in that house is I remember waking up when I had that little Ninja Turtle tent thing over my bed. You remember those, dude?
Yes, I remember those. Those
I
were
remember
awesome.
waking up and looking outside my little tent, and there was a blue man, like shining blue, and he was dressed in Civil War type looking clothes. And I didn't know anything about Buffalo Soldiers back when I was like 5, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I told Josh that story, he told me that there was a story about the same thing, just about exactly the same, kind of hazy blue, black man dressed in, you know, officer type stuff or
Yeah.
cavalry type clothing. And he was like, dude, that's another story that we heard over there. So 2 stories that are pretty close to the same, you know,
Mhm.
and I just think that's something to that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Shows that we had Buffalo Soldiers out here, and I
Yeah,
mean,
definitely.
you know, those guys
This
put
was
in the work.
One of the primary Buffalo Soldier forts,
Heck yeah.
which is awesome.
Yeah, and they call them Buffalo Soldiers for a reason. We're not saying nothing. None of this stuff. We are not any kind of racist anything. This is how
They-
things were back in the day.
They called them the Buffalo Soldiers because it was the Comanches
Mhm.
that gave them that name because they associated their hair looked like the hair on a buffalo.
Mhm. Nice and
That's
curly
that's
and
how
thick.
they associated them,
So that's
and-
where they got that.
and they took it and they were proud of it.
They were very proud of it, and they took that name. They made themselves units. They were, you know, in the Army, the U.S. military, and they helped the people get out in this area to, you know, get their land established. They
Mhm.
helped do that.
There's a whole movie about them.
Yeah.
Danny Glover's in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyways, we weren't even going to the fort, but I don't know why we got onto the fort.
I know. What the heck,
I know,
bub?
dude.
Start
Jeez.
staying on topic.
Gosh, man, we're at the
Jerk.
Gray Mule, dude.
What a butthead.
What a butt face. God damn.
All right. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't really have any too many stories about the Gray Mule.
Kind of have a couple.
Did you have something?
Well,
happen to
one
him?
of our friends that worked there said that
Jessica?
there was this little wooden guy whose arms would move. You
Was
remember
Was
that?
that Jessica that
Yeah.
said that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. She was like this little, what is it, like a, I don't even know, nutcracker looking thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she said that, or I think she said, she would walk by, and then she walked by again. The arms were completely different. That's what I've heard.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I never heard that.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Maybe we'll ask her about that.
Yeah, that'd be
See
cool.
if she has anything. I just kind of remember stupid junk. So that's off the.
No, all I have from there is just it freaked me out that the office that I would be in
Mhm.
was the morgue
the morgue part of it.
building, part
Yeah.
of the building.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was
Like I smell funk of death in here.
Funk of Death and Sarsaparilla.
Ooh, doggy. Yeah, but no, that was it was just a part of the thing because it was the ice house and it was
Yep.
you know a bar morgue thing and that's where you keep the bodies out there
You
in,
gotta-
in the old
You
ice
gotta
house.
keep them cold
Gotta
before you
keep 'em
bury them.
nice and frigid.
They didn't have none of that stuff to preserve them.
That's right, buddy. But no, I guess we'll go to the Annie Riggs because that one's got some rich history.
That was a lot of history.
Yeah, that was the one.
That's one of the main
places,
places,
attraction.
one of the main historical places in our town.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And this was what built in the early like 1901 or something like that.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So early 1900s. Annie Riggs. It was a Kohler Hotel, is what they called it, and it was a hotel. It was made to be
Yeah.
a place for traveling.
Bed and breakfast kind of
But
thing.
yes. Oh yeah.
Mhm.
You come in, you buy a room, and then you pay like a nickel for breakfast or whatever. You
Yeah.
know.
Or go to the saloon across the street.
That's it. Or both, whatever, you know.
Uh,
So, Yeah. She had a whole bunch of crap with Barney Riggs, who was a crazy outlaw dude. And
Where's her husband?
yeah, we're talking like, if you want to get into like outlaw lawman stories, look up Barney Riggs and look up Fort Stockton. They do not, I don't know.
We're gonna have to say allegedly to
Yeah.
to protect ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
hmm So
Allegedly.
yeah. But anyways, look up everything on this place and you will see Fort Stockton. I don't know why they don't do anything about like the outlaw lawmen, like make this thing cool, like
Yeah.
Tombstone does, because it's like Tombstone big.
Like they did in Pecos.
Dude, yeah, for
Pecos
real.
has a whole deal in their museum, like
Mhm.
with about like Sam Bass and
Yeah.
all of those guys.
Oh yeah, man. And this is some crazy stuff. Like this guy shot another dude and he died and they put him over here type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know? But yeah, Annie Riggs Museum, man. When our friend worked there, Mr. Josh Nix, he would always invite us over there. And we would go
Oh,
and
yeah.
hang out for hours and hours and hours.
They had like this really old school Coke machine.
Oh yeah, still there.
And it
Still
was,
there.
It was so good because they had like the bottle Cokes and
Mm-hmm.
it was nice and cold on a hot day.
Nice and frigid.
the air conditioning didn't really work too well in that
It didn't.
place.
It didn't. But the walls were so thick. You
Yeah.
know, you kind of didn't really.
Didn't
You
really
want
need
it, but you don't need it. You know. So, but no, they have a desk in there that were I think his name was AJ Royal,
Mm-hmm.
who was
Former
a
sheriff.
yeah, he was a
of Fort
sheriff.
Stockton.
and nobody liked this guy. And the story goes there was like a bunch of people pulling straws, and the shortest straw went to go kill this man in the courthouse. And so they go. AJ Royal's sitting at his desk, and the desk is still in the museum. If you want to go see it, it's
With his-
it's in there
with his blood stain in
Yep,
the drawer.
In the drawer. I thought there'd be more blood. A little more blood, yes, but
A little more blood, yes.
But
eyeballs of a crocodile.
but no, you can go and you can see that desk, and they just about blew the crap out of his neck and shoulder and head and all that
Mhm.
junk with a shotgun,
Yep.
and murdered that dude. And that is an unsolved murder to this day. Nobody knows who did it.
Okay, I got something to add to that.
Okay,
I have a friend
yeah,
about, I want to say 12 years ago, was the curator for the fort and the Annie Riggs Museum.
nice.
He's also a very big historian,
Okay,
and he's also a very big investigator.
nice.
And he went on an investigation into, okay, so there's a family. I don't know if anybody's familiar with the Williams family.
Williams. There's probably a butt ton of Williamses.
So Clayton Williams,
Clady Williams. Okay.
his his grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
O.W. Williams,
Gotcha.
was here in town
So back in the early days. Okay.
back when A.J. Royal was the sheriff.
Gotcha.
And there was looking into a lead of O.W. Williams being the
Mhm.
one to either pay somebody
Oh.
to kill A.J. Royal
Okay.
or do it himself.
Dang.
And everybody turned their back. That's why nobody knew who did it.
Okay.
With so many people in the hotel
Mm-hmm.
or in the courthouse at that time.
Yeah.
And so Jim got so far in this investigation and started asking questions.
Mm-hmm.
And the Williams family came to him and said, "Stop it right now."
Dude.
And he basically got run out of town.
No way. And they are very powerful people. We're talking like
Allegedly.
allegedly. Yeah. No. Very powerful. Very wealthy.
hmm
We're talking like water rights. We're talking
Oil.
and gas.
Yep.
Lots and lots of money.
Lots and lots.
And that
Allegedly.
allegedly, But that is really cool. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, dude.
That's insane, man.
Yeah, I don't like he never really got down to it. He never
Mhm.
finished that investigation, so
Okay. So they done run them out of town.
Allegedly.
Allegedly run them out of town.
Now he got a job at another fort.
Cool.
In, pretty close to Dallas. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
So he's cool.
He's investigating other homicides. Alleged homicides.
Dude, this guy named his son Texas because he loves Texas
That's what I'm
history
talking
so
about.
much.
He's my bro.
I love Jim. He's a good dude.
Dude, shout out to Jim, man. Heck yeah. No, that's awesome, man. I didn't know that. I just know that it was an unsolved murder.
Yeah.
Like nobody has
And
come forward
It still is.
and still is, technically.
Because nobody liked AJ Royal.
No one.
Everyone wanted him dead.
Mhm. Even the
basically.
old lady that like sits in the front of the church on Sundays, she's
Mhm.
like, "Yeah, let's get rid of
Mhm.
this guy." You know,
Even his wife.
His wife?
didn't like him.
she's like, "A piece."
No,
of
I don't know. I
crap."
don't even know if he was married or not.
It's like, how does a guy like that get married? You
What
know?
a jerk.
What a d bag.
He's a butthead. I can't believe I bore his children.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. But no, dude, that desk, me and Josh were hanging out at the Annie Riggs. Oh, I don't know if you were there or not. I'm not sure.
Regale me.
So we were hanging out, and the desk was in the front of the building next to the desk, the check-in desk.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting at the table or the desk in the desk chair. And I'm like, "Hey, Josh, look at me." And I'm slumped over, laughing
to-
like a moron. and
So you were sitting in the chair.
sitting in the chair, and I was slumped over, acting like shot AJ Royal. And as soon as I looked up at Josh and he's laughing, the front door handle turns, and I think somebody's walking in. And a door opens, and nobody's there. And then it shuts, and the door handle latches. Then going out to the courtyard, the door opens up. You can hear the door latch turn.
Whoa.
It opens up, and then the door shuts. So that being said, going out that way is where Barney Riggs died, out in one of those rooms.
Yeah, out in one of those.
Yeah. Not trying to mix up the stories, but I'm just making fun of some guy who died in this desk, and the doors open 10 seconds after I do that. You know, no wind, no nothing, and I don't know why we
Like,
have
it
a whole
actually
bunch of
turns.
experience.
The door
Yeah,
handle
the
actually
knob turns. I'm sitting there looking at it like I better stop being stupid because somebody's about to walk in here and give them $2 to come and see everything. So that's what happened. And I know Josh had a bunch of his experiences in there,
Mhm.
and he kind of got over the creep factor about it, but it's still like kind of make your hair stand up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just because people have died there. I think I heard something about they dug up a little baby over there, like
Holy
a
crap.
skull,
What the heck?
Not sure where that came from, but I have heard that story.
Hmm.
And I remember in one of their display cases, one of the old, I think it was Rooney. It was a box full of Mr. Rooney's stuff. And it had a book of like witchcraft in it.
Really?
Yeah. And they took it down. I don't know where it is because it's not in the display case anymore, but it was there. And I remember staring at it like, what the heck is this? Because I knew back around like the turn of the century type stuff.
All that stuff was really popular.
Oh, it was, man. They would
Like
sit there.
Seances.
Heck
and-
yeah.
Yep.
Yep. They would look at all that junk and
And they would like mix it with spirituality.
yeah, they would be like, "Oh, let's go to church with our witchcraft book, y'all,"
Mhm.
but they would mix it, and then I don't know what anybody thinks about like Masons or anything like that. I'm pretty sure me and my brother are the same on what all that crap is,
Yeah.
and it is a no bueno type of thing for us. But
Yep.
you get into some crazy junk with that, and but yeah, dude, it was there, and I saw it. I took pictures of it. I'll have
Yeah.
to find them, but man. It was it was like, what
That's
the heck?
crazy. Dude.
People actually had witchcraft books back then. It's like, yeah, it was a
Mhm.
pretty big deal.
That's
So,
insane.
mhm. And it's like, oh, they'd be shaking the table with their knees, and with their
Yeah.
little crystal ball or whatever.
People liked to dabble in the occult back then.
Big time.
Yeah.
It was just a spiritual awakening for those people, I guess. But
Yeah.
dabbling in the occult was a big, big deal for them. And it makes you wonder why they say this stuff is haunted. because
there's so many people that would do it.
yeah,
You know,
Yeah,
It
and
was
you're
such
just opening doors for that stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Not to mention like baby sacrifices up in the third floor of that
yeah,
you know hotel and yeah, all that stuff. Bloodletting, you know, that's a big deal back then.
Yep.
And dude, man, there's just a bunch of weird stuff about that. I mean,
Yeah.
then you got the Indians running around here doing their different types of spiritual things. You know, they spiritual stuff up and then go and raid something.
It's coming from all over the place.
Everywhere, man.
Lots of different spiritual.
Heck yeah, dude. Everything's kind of like
What am I trying to say?
tying in together. You
Yeah.
know, yeah. But no,
Warfare.
yeah. It's a big deal. You know,
Big deal.
big deal. But dude, it's so much of it in such a little bitty part.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we're not a huge town, and I'm willing to bet that the more towns, like the bigger forts you go to, the bigger
Yeah.
places, like, you know, Fort Concho or whatever, I know Masonic stuff is big.
Yeah.
Masonic things were big here,
Yeah.
you know, especially with all the fort guys and the old men and whatever.
Yeah.
But I guarantee Fort Concho would have a whole bunch of Masonic stuff.
Dude, I heard something interesting the other day about like the Masons and that fly getting to you.
Dude, I hate this fly, man. Murder. There's about to be another murder in this town.
So, you know
Allegedly.
how you know how so the Templars,
Yeah.
the Knights Templar,
Mhm.
they got run out of Europe, basically,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And they fled to. They got on ships and they fled,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mhm.
So I heard somebody saying the Knights Templar are the ones that became pirates
Oh.
because the skull and crossbones,
Yeah. Is a
and then you hear of the skull and bones.
Skull and Bones. It still goes on today. I
Uh-huh.
think old President Bush is one of them.
Yeah,
You know what I
there's
mean?
A lot of them that are
Dude.
part of Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
So
Big
that's
fraternities.
new Knights Templar kind of stuff.
Okay. That makes
that
sense.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know where I heard that. Someone
Mhm.
was just saying that.
Yeah. Dude, I was given a Masonic book that had like all this stuff about their clothes and everything from our Uncle Hal.
Really?
No, yeah, man. So,
When
here-
the heck?
dude, okay. This
You
is,
still have it?
No, you okay. So he gave this to me because he knew I liked weird stuff.
Yeah.
And so I'm sitting here looking at it and I'm like, okay, this is some weird because it mixes Christianity,
Mhm.
it mixes oh my gosh, Judaism,
Mhm.
and it mixes Islam. This is
Okay.
what was in that book that I was
Yeah.
reading, okay? And I went and I showed it because I had a guy I was working with,
Mhm.
and I was like, dude, look what I got, you know? And he was a Mason, but he hadn't reached the part where he was like a Mason. He was
Yeah.
like, you know, oh,
Oh,
yeah,
we're gonna go do a cookout.
I'm going to go to this barbecue and then we're going to talk Mason stuff, you know? So he's like in his first degree or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, it was kind of laughable. But I showed him that book and he goes, you can't have that. I said, the heck, I can't have it, dude. It's mine.
Whoa.
Yeah. And he was like, well, let me see it real quick. And he took that book, man, and he never gave it back. Like it was
No
like I was
joke.
like having something that was sacred to them. Yeah.
He still has it?
Still has it, dude. I know I can order another one.
Who is this dude?
I can't say.
No. Okay.
No. Yeah.
You still work with him?
No. No. But he still has that book. Yeah. And it was just pretty funny because
You can't have that.
yeah, it adds to like the crazy of this stuff,
Dude.
you know. So
That's insane,
I
man.
don't want to be a part of that, you know.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like I don't know if I want you to have that either.
Seriously, man. It's like, okay, you know, and I was calling them out on a bunch of stuff. I was like, well, because you know they claim to be Christianity and
Mhm.
Christians,
Yeah.
and, you know, and there is a bunch of Christian people who are Masons. but there's also a bunch of Muslims and a bunch
Mhm.
of Buddhists and a bunch of, everybody. Because they don't say anything about a certain God. They say something about like
One of the things is you just have to
have a God,
a higher authority.
higher authority.
Yeah.
Yes. And that is, we're not just pulling this out of the air, guys. This is stuff you go and you like look it up on
Research.
Google. Yeah, just
Yep.
Google. What does a Mason believe in? And it's going to like pull that crap up.
Yeah.
And be like, oh. And multiple things are going to say it.
Yep.
And then the little bitty things that you can buy, if you get that book on eBay, then you can look at that and it's like, oh, wow, it really does say that, So put those little pieces together. You're no
Crazy.
longer an idiot and you can understand, hey, you're mixing a whole bunches of crap with this.
Yep.
And, that's where all your
Goes along with all the mixing.
yeah,
occult
mixing
and
of the
stuff.
cult. I mean, it
Oh,
is a
gosh.
cult,
That's
So,
crazy, dude.
Yeah, dude. And it just it gets getting worse,
Yeah.
So, man,
Dang, dude.
pretty cool stuff, huh?
Yeah. Dude, we are approaching an hour
No way.
already, dude.
Oh my gosh.
So I think this should be where we
We're gonna
stop
end
for
it for
this
today.
week. Yeah.
Okay. All right,
And
man.
then we still have a lot of Fort Stockton left to do.
Yeah, we
man.
do. We really do.
We really
We hadn't
do.
even gotten to like the true stuff,
Not
like the
yet.
couple of true things, but like we're not even the mythical things yet. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like aliens and things like that. Chupacabra,
El Lobo.
El Lobo.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. So
That's
we kind of got
crazy.
in a little bit of ghost stories, but we
Yeah.
hadn't even like
We just kind of scratched the historical.
historical surface.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael,
If
you got a website for everybody?
well, we have a Facebook
Got a Facebook page.
page. If
Sweet.
you go to, hold on, let me look it up.
Cool. Yeah, we are.
We're
so-
brand new at this. Okay.
Yeah, just give us a little bit of a, come on. We're
If
brand new.
you,
I never talked on
Oh
a
my
microphone
gosh.
before.
my phone.
Looks like you're about to take a selfie. Oh, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
There, come on. My
Come
phone's
on.
not loading.
Come on, phone. Work
Get
with me.
off the Wi-Fi. Off the
Well, it's
Wi-Fi.
because the Masons knew you're talking about it. They told Bush about it.
Oh, jeez. All right. We have our Facebook page
Nice.
called Small Town Mysteries,
Mhm.
Stories of the Unknown.
Nice. Oh,
If you go on there, would you give us a follow and a like?
Mhm.
And we'll be posting a lot on there. Just trying to build it up, and we'll be getting a YouTube and all that kind of stuff,
Oh, yeah.
TikTok, all that good stuff.
Yep.
We also have our email address, smalltownmysteries432 at
Ooh.
gmail.com.
Gmail, y'all.
So what we're wanting to do is, we're wanting to expand out of Fort Stockton, as soon as possible.
Mhm.
I mean, we want to hear your stories.
Yeah.
We are like we're wanting the truth.
Yeah. We're dropping a bunch of stuff about what we know, and I know what we have already said is crazy
Yeah.
sounding. So nothing you say is going to be too crazy.
Yeah.
If you say a witch is flying past your window at night, we kind of want to hear about it. So.
we want to hear that. We want to hear any kind of weird story that you have.
Or my Mexican friends say brujas, whatever.
Brujas, yeah. We just want to know that we're not the only weirdos out there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. And we know we're not because,
And the more, we know there's a lot of people out there that have stories because we've already
mhm.
had a few people come up to us and say that they've got some weird stuff
Yep.
that they like to tell, but we want to hear it.
Yeah. We
You know?
want to tell your story. We want to let people know your things that you've seen.
Absolutely.
Whether you're in a fort town, old fort town,
Yep.
whether you're in a house that was built in the 1800s
Mhm.
and you see plantation people out there,
Yeah.
I really don't care if it's in Texas or not.
Right.
Every place has got some weird stuff.
If
We're just ground zero right here for
Yeah.
us. So
You're a friend. Tell us your story.
that's it.
We really want to hear it because it gives us some good content.
Yes, it does.
And we want the world to hear the stories.
yeah.
Not just the stuff that's in the big towns. We
Mhm.
want
San Antonio gets enough love. Let's get a little
yeah.
love out here. And
there's a lot more in the small towns that people don't cover.
oh yeah, because you can cover it up easily.
Easily.
murder,
Uh-huh.
weird sightings,
Yep.
craziness. You
Mhm.
know, there's not a lot of eyes out here.
Speak it, brother.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Uh,
Man.
Dang, but yeah, I guess the easiest way to get a hold of us would be to send us a message on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Just look up Small Town Mysteries, Stories of the Unknown, and it'll be the one with the creepy doll face on it.
Creepy doll face. That's my selfie.
That's but yeah, this was fun.
This was awesome. I
Yeah.
love it.
We've definitely got a lot of material to cover. So
Oh yeah.
we'll
probably
be, we'll be
a bit-
doing this weekly.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So
We'll be doing a part 2 probably of Fort Stockton next time
for
and
sure.
get the rest of this content covered because there's just a bunch in this little town.
Yeah.
So
Take a
yeah.
shot of Bub.
That's right. Your Uncle Bub, right?
Uncle Bub. Old Bunkle Up.
Old Bunkle Up. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, buddy.
Uh-huh.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah. You got anything else to add?
Dude, I think we all covered it today, man.
Bro,
Mhm.
I'm excited to do this. I'm excited to hear everybody's stories.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
we love you guys.
Oh yeah, we do.
Thanks
we really
for-
do.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for putting up with our shenanigans.
Yeah,
Don't
don't be mean to us.
be a stranger. Don't tear us up too bad. You know, we're trying. We're trying.
We want to launch this thing. We want to get this thing going really good. So
Oh yeah, we'll even make you some shirts if we get it, going good enough. So
that'd be awesome. Cool beans. Well, love you guys,
Love y'all.
and we will see you next time.
You gonna play an outro,
Let's
dude?
play the outro.
Dude, I love it.
Goodbye.
Love y'all.
It was the third